Okay, so what do we have to do here? Protect President Kimball. Report to Ranger Grant. Let's do that first. Where the hell is Veronica? You know, she wants to be the companion and then she just takes off. You know, what a useless companion.
Aw, just when...
Get moving. Oh, it's at Hoover Dam. We're right by Boulder City. Let's go right there and we'll be good to go. Hey, this way to Hoover Dam. We have to go around? Yeah, we do. Alright. We're gonna talk to him, let him know what's happening. Either the NCR is gonna turn on us or they're not. But at the end of the day, we're gonna protect them. Because they've been the biggest help to us. Oh, the Hoover Dams never look so good. This ain't sketch at all. So this is where the Legion and everything is planning on fighting. Is this the guy we have to talk to? Probably not, to be honest.
Just between us?
Okay.
I've heard of you. I'm glad you're here to help us out. We've got a lot to do to prepare for the President's visit and not much time. Are you ready? The Legion will definitely try something. I'd almost expect something direct from them. But given the circumstances, there's a But since we don't have anything solid, we'll just have to... We trust you, so you're free to have your weapons. Security detail consists of rangers stationed here at the dam. Some will keep an eye on the crowd while others will watch the perimeter. Snipers and sharpshooters have been assigned to key locations, and we also have a special canine. I've also locked down access to critical locations such... Alright.
Nice.
Someone like you. I'm just glad to have you on board. I have a full itinerary.
Awesome. Hopefully these guys have some type of thing that we can...
Things are getting stranger every day.
When I got this assignment, I was hoping there'd be more gambling.
I love that we have access to the entire building. Okay. Let's see here. Thorn. What was the thorn? I'm gonna go to Camp McCarran. I want to unload stuff, get stuff, because we gotta get gear. And Camp McCarran had a base. As far as I know. Or had a place that we could sell stuff. Funny how like little there actually is, like in terms of like crazy shops and stuff. Like vendors. This ain't gonna go anywhere for us, probably.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can
Boyd's
count
in there
on
with
that.
a prisoner right now. Boy, is she pissed.
Very hard. Confiscated goods, ooh.
You stick out like a sore thumb around. Yeah, so we captured an honest-to-God. Better believe it. Everybody. They're so twitchy. But here's this guy, who's an elite commander in their army, and he just gives himself up. Even as his... Well, I don't know about you, but to me, only times he speaks up are to... Don't have anything like that. Sounds... But even if we did, I don't know that I'd be comfortable. I like the way you... Problem is that the NCR... But here's my favorite thing about you. You're not in the NCR. I think if you rough him up enough and So let's do this. When you're ready, I'll go in and give you a little intro. We go back and forth a couple times.
Alright, let's go. Let's go.
Long time no see, Celus.
Lieutenant, I was just thinking about you.
That's so.
I was just thinking about that pretty neck of yours.
How sweet.
I was thinking about how it would look with a Legion slave collar on it.
I'll pass.
Do you know what I love about our slave collars, Lieutenant?
If you love them, maybe you should try one on.
I love how tightly they fit. I train my men to make sure the slave's flesh bulges a bit around the top and bottom. Know why?
It's all the rage in fashion circles?
Not quite. If you fit it just right, their body never gets used to the feeling of wearing it. It cuts in just enough when they swallow or turn their head to remind them who they belong to. And it's that constant reminder that keeps them docile.
In that case, maybe you'd better save the collar you were gonna give me.
Oh? For whom?
For a friend of mine you're about to meet. My friend isn't very docile.
And who is this friend of yours?
You know all the rules the NCR instituted to protect enemy prisoners of war?
Of course.
My friend doesn't. Oh, and Silus, if you resist at all, I'll personally blow your brains out. Come on in, he's all yours. I'll be back in a bit to see how you're getting along. And I'll need you to surrender your weapons before you go in. You can pick them up from the locker on your way out.
Are we gonna fight with this guy?
What an ugly little worm you are. I must admit that, but somehow... Of course. All you had to do was ask. Now, let's see. And I know that by this time next...
Alright.
Come on!
Still looking.
Alright, you can stop for a sec. Whoa, easy there. You're supposed to rough him up a little, not kill him. Why don't you step outside a minute? Let off some steam. Nice job. I think my friend doesn't like you, Silus. I don't know how much longer I can keep him under control.
You think this'll make me talk? A beating? This is the best you can do?
Not just any beating, Silus. A savage beating.
How about we just shoot him?
A beating that you'll be reminded of every time you feel pain from now on. When my friend's done with you, you won't have any of your teeth left. You'll be drinking your food through a straw. Your ribs will never heal properly, and it will hurt every time you breathe. It'll be like your collars, Silus. Impossible to forget.
Go to hell.
Huh. Not the sort of wit I've come to expect from you, Silus.
You're getting nothing from me.
I'm getting entertainment. That's something. So what's it gonna be? Are you gonna spill your guts to me? Or am I gonna let my friend the maniac back in here for some playtime? Silus. Silent treatment, huh? Have it your way. Come on back in. I think he misses you. Oh, and let me check you for weapons one more time. For your safety as well as his.
Over here! Come on!
This is kind of...
Got my eyes peeled.
I'm gonna end up killing him.
Got my eyes peeled.
Enough, this is pointless. But you should know that Caesar has always kept his own counsel.
Hey,
He
we
never
got through
reveals
to him. Let's
anything that would
go.
Make him vulnerable. My knowledge will not prevent the inevitable. This camp... Something is wrong with Caesar. Something he is attempting. For 3 days, we awaited his order to dispatch us. 3 days. But he looks different now than he used to. His face is sunk. There is one other thing that may interest you. I know that Caesar has planted a spy here. Every night, details of NCR troop movement. The spy has been here a long time. Since before the entire conflict began. If I knew who he was, I would tell you. If I escape and he's alive to report it, the Legion would hunt me down. But like I said, none of this information will change the outcome for you. Get away from me.
Interesting.
That was fun to watch. I'd have you do it again, but this'll do the NC. Here's the... Yep.
So is there like actually no one to like run this little... And here I was hoping that this would have an area in which we could sell stuff, and we ended up doing an interrogation. Oh boy. Followers outpost. You know what, we'll just go to Miguel's pawn shop, get rid of all our stuff. Maybe he'll have ammo, hopefully.
Anything new happening? Here to do business?
Alright, you got stuff. You got 2,200 in caps. Okay. Can we get rid of any of this stuff that we don't need? I know we don't need that those BBs, which we didn't take. Okay. The weapons, apparel, spacesuit, rad resist 40. He doesn't have anything crazy. C4 plastic explosive. Zap glove? Damn. Ray grenades might be helpful.
Give me a shout if you need.
Okay, let's do it.
We've got a lot to do. Good. President doesn't arrive until tomorrow. Let's get some rest, and we'll have a brief talk first thing in the morning.
Hey, let's go. Okay. Weird cut. Game crashed. We're back.
We've got a lot to do to... Glad you could join us. Most of my men are already...
Alright.
The plan is to get through to... So I'll be overseeing the... It's a good bet that the Legion is gonna try... We'll do whatever it takes to... Once you're ready, meet me...
Investigate the area for clues. Interesting.
It's been a long tour. All I can think about now is going back home.
Hello? You better get out of here. Watch out!
Whoa. Seriously?
No, you're done!
Didn't do anything. Are you actually serious right now? Okay, so you can't freaking investigate because they'll just attack you.
Hello.
I'll meet you on the observation deck.
What the hell is the point of observing things? Stupid.
I'll meet you on the observation deck. Have you finished your
Sure.
Looks like that's his vertibird coming right now. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Dumb. Whatever. Since, gonna get attacked, isn't it? Yeah?
Morning.
Sure.
You be keeping an eye.
Who have come so far to answer the call the service put forth by the Republic. It is for you that I have come here, and it is because of you that I am able to do so. We enjoy our privileges because you take the greatest of risks.
Oh, he's there.
And are prepared to make the most noble sacrifices. It is because of men and women like Private First Class, Jeremy Watson, that Nevada and the new California Republic remain free and secure. Born in a tin shack on the outskirts of one pine, Jeremy Watson never had it easy. His father worked as a caravan guard on the short loop, and his mother, like many Californians, braved the ruins of the old world as a prospector. They suffered through water shortages, raider attacks, and the Brotherhood War. Like our mighty Sierra Nevadas, they endured. But the time came when they could no longer shoulder the burden alone. 12 years ago, they called out for help, and the Republic heard them. Troopers, rangers, just like you, answered the clarion call. Men and women stepped forward to say, I will carry the weight. And at Owens Lake, we made true on our promise, driving out the raider tribes to establish a lasting peace in the eastern Sierra Nevadas. We carried the weight, and though we left behind many of our brothers and sisters on that battlefield, it did not break us. 10 years ago, Chief Elise met with representatives of the Desert Rangers to discuss terms.
Okay, so is anything gonna happen?
The Ranger Unification Treaty. The treaty was more than a resolution to welcome the Desert Rangers into the Republic. It was a covenant to protect Southern Nevada against Caesar's Legion and the tyranny of his regime. There are some back home who ask me, but who are we protecting? What is Nevada to us? Sometimes we forget that the light of our society shines beyond our borders. Sometimes we take those privileges for granted. that our forebears fought so hard to achieve. We must always remember that wherever Californians stand, we carry our principles with us. Equal respect, representation, and protection under the laws of a just republic.
I guess nothing's gonna happen.
This is the same fire that burned in the heart of the old world that preceded us. We are the heirs of that civilization, torchbearers eastward of the Pacific, into the darkness of this wasted land. When the Republic called on the men and women of California to carry that fire across the Mojave, Jeremy Watson answered. You answered. Together you carried the weight. And when PFC Watson's platoon came under attack at Forlorn Hope, he took the greatest risk.
How long is this gonna be?
But for California itself. He was prepared to make the most noble of sacrifices to defend the principles of our republic.
There's no one.
Even here, on Nevada soil. His actions are a beacon to all of us who stand here today in tribute to his valor.
This guy's
Private
pacing.
First Class Jeremy Watson, on behalf of the Senate and people of the new California Republic, it is my honor to present you with the Star of Sierra Madre. Not far from this spot, a monument stands as a...
President Kimball was a terrible soldier. It's up to us to make the Legion pay for what they did.
Wait, what? Who did it? Let's go talk to Elder McNamara. What the Well, that backfired. Okay, wherever Elder McNamara is. Over here. Hey, here he is.
When Paladin Ramos informed me that Veronica was approaching with an outsider in tow, at first I didn't know what to think. After giving the matter some thought, however, I will not force you to help us. Should you refuse, you will be allowed to leave here, though you'd remain Veronica's responsibility. What do you say, outsider? Then allow me to explain our situation. This bunker, in exceptional cases, teams are sent out. 3 such teams have gone missing in order to maintain the peace and adhere to the...
Sure.
The less who are aware of this situation, the better. My brothers and sisters were it would be... I'm glad I can count on you. Oh, and The shielding of the bunker prevents us from actively tracking them. But should our worst fears become realized, I've given the order that you be given access to some of the equipment our scouts and patrols have scouted. You won't be allowed to purchase any prohibited equipment, but hope...
Ooh.
So, you're the outsider that's been given leave to wander. Name's Harden. I don't know what the Elder talked to. Are you willing? As you may have already heard, most of the chapter has been sealed.
Gotcha.
Morale's
plummeting.
And all because of the Elder's explicit... I would. I'm the senior-most paladin and I'd gladly support another candidate. But no one has the courage. I would put this chapter back on... I don't know. I've gone through our records dozens of times looking for the people who are most likely to know how it could be done are also some of Mac... Which is why we're having this conversation. The fact that the Elder has some tasks for you means his faithful won't suspect you. And you have... In short, you're in a... If I become Elder, the lockdown will be lifted, and we'll once again be able to send patrols out into the wastes. And when that happens, it will be good to have the Brotherhood as an ally. That'll have to do. And if report anything...
Interesting.
Pardon?
I hope you've been practicing your drills, Veronica. It's dangerous.
He sounds like a wonderful human being. They said that they would give us access to things, but... I already get lost in this bunker as is. I'm not going searching. Okay. Go to Black Mountain. Okay. Black Mountain is where we will install the chip. La 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 la, Black Mountain.
I've had worse.
Whatever Black Mountain is. That might trigger the final battle. Yo, what is this place? What? The rad pit. It's a pit, but it's radiated. Can I get up here? Nope. Oh, Veronica killed him. I was like, what the hell's going on?
This is a dangerous place, human, especially for
hi.
your kind. I suggest you turn back. There's nothing good waiting for you further on. You must have heard her radio broadcasts. The voice on the radio belongs to Tabitha, the supreme commander of Black Mountain, or as she calls it, the state of Utopatha. She took control of this place almost 2 years ago. While your enthusiasm... The road is a series of switchbacks up to the peak. There are 3 blockades plus patrols. Sneaking past them would be difficult. Just before the peak is a kind of shanty village. More second gens there. And then there's Tabitha's compound, heavily guarded by her nightkin.
Yeah, we know about the nightkin.
Keep saying things like that and I won't be so friendly. Many of us are just as intelligent as basic humans, and the rest don't really have any choice in the... And none take. For years, Black Mountain was a peaceful community. Its leader, Marcus, broadcast an invitation to mutants.
Okay.
That's how I found Black Mountain. So did others, most of them second generation. The community ended up being mostly second gen. Not very bright, but easy to influence. Fine until the Nightkin came along. In a week, she had most of the second gens thinking she was some kind of prophet. And Marcus saw what was coming.
We know what the Nightkin are already.
Marcus sent me here a couple of months ago to check on Black Mountain. But with no signs of Tabitha's weakening and none of the second gens ready to revolt or to come to Jacobstown. Down here, on the other hand, I've saved a dozen mutants from heading up the mountain. I have my own reasons to stay away from Jacobstown for... The Nightkin are vicious in combat. They were created to be soldiers and given devices to camouflage them in battle. Unfortunately, they spend most of their time at the top of the mountain, but patrol the roads after dark as well. You do... Yes, I hear that sometime.
Okay. Seems to me like Black Mountain is going to be difficult. But I wonder, can we go up and around? Maybe? Because if we can, that would be ideal. Yeah, I don't think so. I think we're gonna have to take them. However, we have the stealth boys. Which we could use to get past them. Or we just take them head on. Yeah, we could just take them head on. But I kind of want to go in that pit, man. Power armor training is required.